Okay, thank you for joining us today as we approach the 11/11 portal 2024. Our Divine Love Collective has been feeling into the frequencies of the grand, universal, golden tree of light. And we wanted to walk us through a meditation to feel into these energies, to anchor it on the planet, in our hearts, and in our collective. As we move forward in this process together, we set the intention to cleanse and clear all that no longer serves us. And just remembering that our higher self is always guiding this process and assisting us in our alignment with our true divinity. So with that, let us open up the field of sovereignty and step into our central channel. And when you're ready, you can gently repeat after me. I align myself now with my divine, sacred heart. Standing in the master cell of our hearts, we align with our higher self, with our oversoul, with our true north, and with our highest timeline possible through our divine direct connection to Source. When you're ready, you can gently affirm to yourself, I am embracing myself in all that I am. I am here in the likeness of the divine director within, and I choose to anchor these codes of light and expansion in the planet and within myself as we hold this circle of all life together with divine love, light, kindness, compassion, and the truth of all that is, and liberation from all of the programs that we have ever held in our DNA. Releasing the freedom to be who we are, to remember the truth of our creation as we step forward into the light together as one infinite collective. I can see the collective working on this higher frequency range, and I would love to focus our attention on that, to work on these frequencies together as we step into the next levels of the paradigm that we are here to create and co-create with one another. Allowing as many resistances, blocks, and inconsistencies as possible to break free from the lower frequency realms. as we allow the Divine Love Collective to lifting all these blocks for people to experience their full range of frequencies. And the Tree of Life is here to assist with that process. Because the Tree of Life, of course, is the rainbow. The universal life force is the full spectrum rainbow. And it's also pairing the crystalline and the gold now, joining these frequencies together in harmony, in unity. So I would say if we could just work on boosting this energy out into the energetic field of Earth even more, just radiating our highest love, highest light, in support of our highest timeline possible. Just breaking away of all of these resistances. Any frequencies not in alignment with this path, with this highest timeline. When you're ready, you can gently affirm to yourself, yes, thank you, I accept, I receive. Yes, thank you, I accept, I receive. Deeply and completely, I accept, I receive. Across all layers, levels, and dimensions of my essence and existence. Across all of the lifetimes, timelines, spaces, dimensions, and realities. Yes, thank you, I accept, I receive. All right, everyone, let's do it then. First, let's just really deeply connect to ourselves, to our own energy field, the cellular structure within. And I'm seeing how the roots are really sucking up this golden energy like a nectar through the roots and into the tree from the core of the earth. And then it's also drawing from pure light, source light from above. And in that meeting, in our central column, the channel in which we are building this frequency, in that divine meeting of as above, so below, it's like a heart pounding in the middle of the tree, right in the middle of the trunk, and radiating out 360 degrees. And then through your branches, like it's connected out to the whole crystalline grid that is now becoming golden as well. And you can actually hear it also. I've been hearing a lot of sounds lately, and there is a huge crack in the field. Lots of cracks and booms, fourth wall breaking open type stuff happening in the astral realm now. So there's this crystalline sound coming from the tree of life. All of the cracks and breaks and booms are also clearing out. I see also a lot of the different levels of consciousness, the different rainbows that are connected to our senses. Including our intuitive senses. So it's all kind of clearing out all of our senses at the same time. Breathing out that deep down into our heart space. If you'd like, you can breathe it all the way down through your legs, through your feet, into your toes. Just allowing it to release. Feeling into the sounds and scents. What does it feel like, look like, smell like, taste like to be in this divine presence? It's kind of like how to describe the scent coming from this tree. It's like a mix of almond, honey, incense kind of scent that's also coming out like milk and honey. And then the crystalline sounds like crystals, almost like a wind chime, but it's actually sort of hanging in the trees, wisping in the wind, making sounds. And then the color is the golden sun vibe, like warm, loving, golden sun, golden energy frequency. It's like the merging of all of the colors, actually. It becomes this translucent gold. And it's all vibrating with a deep humming sound in a way, like a deeply resonant om. And if you'd like, you can gently repeat to yourself, silently or aloud, this deep om sound as well. The way I'm hearing the depth of this whoa, 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 like the womb of creation. Then just the pure light frequency from the source, of course, and beyond the senses. Not sure just how to explain that, but it's very multidimensional. The oneness sense in a way. So just feeling into this sense of multidimensionality, reminding yourself that you are safe, you are complete. You are whole with the oneness that resides within. Mm, yes, thank you. I accept, I receive. Yes, thank you. I accept, I receive. Now it's just having this huge wave of energy out from the tree into the crystalline grid, activating all of the frequency, full range of frequencies of this realm across all of the lifetimes, timelines, spaces, dimensions, and realities. All layers, levels, and dimensions. Clearing, closing, and sealing all portals that lead anywhere else. Across all of the lifetimes, timelines, spaces, dimensions, and realities. We break through any resistances, removing any blockages or dense pockets of energy to allow us to see this full consciousness for every being, every single all, every consciousness. The highest light, highest love, highest good of every all. Every single consciousness within this realm can have full access, expert access to the mastery of these codes, to all of the frequencies, every single all, every single all. Allowing full access to this awakening, asking our guidance teams to bring it to completion for us in this moment with a peaceful ease and grace. Long as possible, in accordance with the highest vibrational light frequency, anchoring in your highest golden timeline with light and love and the will of Gaia, with this gold and light energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. According to the free will of all the consciousness realms, in alignment with the highest good of every all, in the highest timeline possible. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's see. I want to actually falling from the tree of life is kind of like old branches. It's almost like it's being trimmed, pruned, when you're cutting off old branches to allow for new growth in proper alignment. Allowing truth, love, and justice to step forward in a bigger way. And it's also making this sound. Oh, I also see a huge giant and a wolf. They're kind of rearranging the whole underground, the basis of our earth plane. So it's like a really big rearrangement. I'm just hearing on all levels, just this huge rearrangement. And I don't know what you're feeling right now, but it's like this aligning of the path is combining as fast as it can to the new premises, the new light, anchoring in the most effective ways possible. It's just like, when you're rearranging furniture in your house, moving things around, it takes a little time. It's rebuilding. It's like a massive kind of rebuilding of our whole reality. All layers, levels, and dimensions across all of the lifetimes, timelines, spaces, dimensions, and realities. Allowing it the time it needs to step forward and anchor properly. You can sit with this restructuring for as long as it feels in alignment. Okay, so the tree of life is speaking directly. It doesn't do that very often. It's asking us to look at the core of the trunk of the tree. There's this beautiful kind of elf-like being there at the core. Okay, so it doesn't speak often at all. It has a message for us though. How to translate that? Oh goodness, okay. And that's it. It was a very short message, but it's like this rearrangement, this realignment. I don't know how to translate it better, but in this huge change, stay at peace and you will become the creator. That's the message from this beautiful being. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm seeing the guardians of the tree now. So they're telling us we can come back here at any time because it will give us energy. It will give us peace. It will give us healing if we need it. Just to liken our inner consciousness to stay by the tree of life. Brilliant. Just feeling these huge blocks being released. Feeling a restructuring within our bodies. And even the tree of life is kind of like I said, branches are falling off and new ones are growing out. I think it's also the old grid system is completely collapsing right now. Yeah, the old false one is completely deconstructing. And that's also causing a lot of the, weather changes. It's not all HARP that does it right now. It's actually the huge changes that are happening. This restructuring of our reality. So it's actually a natural thing. It's not always just inducted by other influences any longer. Make sure to use your intuition, follow your guidance. Step into your central channel and ask your higher self at any moment to show you the way. It's the karma coming back also, which is necessary but painful, especially to those countries and those regions that have created a lot of chaos. Unfortunately, yeah. Or those that have chosen to take on that karma. And some regions will be hit very hard for their choices. But it's the kind of expulsion necessary to truly refresh, unfortunately. Especially to the last of the places where there was a lot of darkness still. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And they're also aware of the lines of energy that are also kind of in the background, orchestrating a lot of things going on right now. It's like the tree of life. The core of the heart is asking if we can spread light into the roots. And of course, we must ask Gaia, and she says yes. And that will bring her more in line with this energy. So just moving our awareness to the roots of the tree. And just protecting the roots of the tree now, almost imagining like a bubble of light, this golden web of life around it. Okay, we have to push back the giant and the wolves in the ground just for a little bit so we can really establish into the golden energy at the core. Yeah, okay, let's push it back. Okay, I'm asking the golden dragons to help us with this establishment. Seraphim dragons of light and love, and holding the space. It's connecting to the core. It's like the roots become crystalline as well on this light. The wolf is not really backing off, just I'm hearing nothing really controls that wolf. I mean, what to do with it. I'm just asking the mother father dragon to just have it back off. Okay, that worked. Focusing on these golden threads of energy. Establishing the roots. Okay, fully established. We can release that projection now. Great. Okay, so that means it's also very stable, protected from any interference. So the dragons will be there to just make sure to protect it a bit more. Just make sure it's fully established moving forward through all lifetimes, timelines, spaces, dimensions, and realities. all of the lifetimes, timelines, spaces, dimensions, and realities. Yes, thank you. I accept, I receive. Yes, thank you. I accept, I receive. Okay, so I'm being told this is our lifeline to people that choose it. Will also survive and be spared any direct harshness. In the coming days, weeks, and months as we can progress through these transitions. So we make sure that there is a lifeline for us. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just hearing over and over, like the network is the ark. Like, you know, the Noah's Ark in the times of the floods. Yeah. Just being told we need to establish our networks, have ways of really clear communication. If there would be a crisis, if something happens, and that's the way we help each other. And yeah, that's it for me. If we don't feel anything else. Thank you everyone for being here and co-creating this massive healing. Still feeling this big restructuring inside my body as this kind of works its way through. So just allowing the space for that process to complete deeply and completely. Accept what you're seeing. Just having our cleanup teams again do one final sweep to ensure this process is complete for everyone. And yeah, the blocks are going to be removed in all of us, I think. Maybe somewhat brutally. So be prepared for that. You might have feelings or things come up, I would guess. No, just to be seen. So it's about just accepting and seeing everything inside of you as it is, right? You don't have to become anything else. Remember, you are the perfected creation. Honor yourself as you are. And meet yourself where you are. In love, light, and harmony. As we converge the spaces and places within us into the next version of ourselves. Alignment with our highest timeline always, always, always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, excellent. It's like, yes, I can feel it in my body. Different places and spaces within my body, just holding space for this light, holding space for these adjustments. Especially for those of us who have carried wounding around our healing gifts. Those of us with any type of wounds related to other lifetimes. And seeing witch trials and terrible, inhumane deaths of all kinds that have been suffered by many of us. And it's time to release all of that once and for all. Once and for all, in the highest good of every all. So just trust and allow all to be reborn within you. It's really working its way through right now. Breathing it down deep. Remember, you can come back to the golden tree of life at any moment. To anchor in this peace, full ease and grace. Thank you. Honoring all the growth taking place here. All the beings that we saw today. All the love in our hearts. Thanking everyone that has been with us today in both seen and unseen realms. All the beings of light, tree of life, the dragons, golden energy, giant souls, mother, father, dragon, forces of Gaia, everyone on the councils of light that are here with us in this process. All of the beings that were here with us today, every single all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. From the bottom of our divine sacred heart, we thank you. We stand together in unity now as we allow this consciousness to flow through all of us, connecting our hearts and radiating it through to one another as we anchor this new golden consciousness grid. Together we stand, united in love. We say, I am you, you are me, and we are we. Thank you for joining us today. We stand in honor and awe at the magnificent wonder before us. Thank you so much for joining us. See you again soon.